You wanna with me? Okay. There you go. Careful.
In the season 5 episode of Breaking Bad, entitled Hazard Pay, Walter White and his son are bonding over popcorn and the ultraviolet ending to Scarface. After the airing of the episode, a writer for the Huffington Post asked the show's creator, Vince Gilligan, if the appearance of the Scarface footage was foreshadowing of Walter's fate. Gilligan didn't answer the question directly, bringing notice to some dialogue Bryan Cranston ad-libbed instead. Since the beginning of the series, Gilligan has described Walter White's journey as going from Mr. Chips to Scarface. And earlier this year, in an interview with Rolling Stone, he came right out and said, Walter White is Scarface. Perhaps his avoidance of the subject was an admittance of things to come. Or not. Still, the influence of the classic 1983 gangster film on the greatest show of the 21st century is undeniable, and here's why. Though it never made it on screen until Season 5's Hazard Pay, the footage from the ending of Scarface, the scene Walter and his son are watching in their living room, was actually written into the original script for the show's pilot. Interior, White House, living room. The end of Scarface plays on the TV. Tony Montana with his mountain of cocaine and his M16 takes on all comers. Walter Jr. is sprawled on the couch, watching. His crutches are leaned against the armrest. Walter Jr., hey. Walt, hey, watches TV, remembers. Your mom wants you to turn it down. Walter Jr., shit, come on, this is the best. Wait. Tony Montana on TV, come and meet my little friend. Walter Jr., oh damn, hell yeah. Walter Jr. awkwardly pumps his fist. Walt keeps watching. Walt, DVD? Walter Jr. nods. Uncle Hank gave it to me. Walt's eyes stay on the screen. The garish little kingpin mows down acres of Colombians, then dies in a blaze of glory. Off Walt, whose thoughts are unknown to us. True wealth and power in America is obtained not by working hard, but by breaking the rules and not following any moral code. Powerful companies are built on such ideals, or lack of them. And in the end, this is what Walter and Tony Montana both seek: ultimate power and the building of an empire. At first, Walt's motivation to cook crystal meth is to simply make enough money to pay for his cancer treatment. It is an act of survival. Like the majority of middle-class Americans at the beginning of the 21st century, Walt has been squeezed out of the American dream. After his cancer goes into remission, however, he continues to cook. He tells Jesse this.
Jesse, you asked me if I was in the meth business or the money business. Neither. I'm in the empire business.
Like the bootleggers at the beginning of the 20th century, Walt follows the laws of supply and demand. He has achieved the American dream, not by working hard and being a good citizen, but by breaking the law and grabbing what is his, much like Tony Montana had done when he came to America. Walter White and Tony Montana obtain their power through similar means, by having people killed or by killing people themselves. Tony Montana is able to escape the confines of a prison for Cuban refugees by killing a man connected with Castro. This act of murder helps Tony obtain a green card, as well as a job in the drug business. Later, after climbing his way to a more prestigious role, he kills the #1 kingpin in Miami, taking his place as drug lord. Similarly, Walter White climbs his way to the top of the drug trade by taking others' lives. First killing Jesse's girlfriend who threatened to tell the police of their drug business, having Jesse shoot Gail, and finally, like Tony Montana killing his boss, Walt kills Gus Fring, obtaining the power to control his own future. After Tony Montana kills Lopez and becomes a drug lord, the first order of business is how to launder his money. He's gotten so rich so quickly that a banker comes to him rather than the other way around, telling him he's reaching a point where it may be impossible to hide the money. This exact situation is repeated in Breaking Bad. At first, Walt and his wife launder money through a car wash they purchased. Later, like Tony Montana, Walt makes so much money so quickly, he reaches a point where it is impossible to launder it without being noticed. Skyler is forced to keep it under wraps at a storage facility.
This is it.
Two actors seminal to Scarface also appear in Breaking Bad. Stephen Bauer, who played Tony Montana's right-hand man, Manny, plays Don Eladio, a ruthless Mexican cartel drug lord. Mark Margolis, the assassin ready to kill women and children in Scarface, plays Don Eladio's vicious right-hand man, Tio Salamanca. And though Margolis only appeared briefly in Scarface, his character, Alberto, played a crucial role in the downfall of Tony Montana. He is an assassin who plants a bomb underneath the car of a UN diplomat and holds the trigger in his lap as Tony drives. The bomb is never set off because once Tony sees there are children in the car, he refuses to go along with the plan and kills Alberto instead. Ironically, Walt kills Gus Fring by planting a bomb on the wheelchair of Tio Salamanca, also played by Mark Margolis.